Around the clock for week 13. Before I get started, I'd like to thank my good friends and sponsors at LouDogs.com. Go to LouDogs.com today, find out what it's all about there, find out about their free rolls, free bets. Go check them out today before the rest of the college games this afternoon, and also tomorrow before the NFL gets started, and NBA too. They got that in there as well as baseball and hockey, but we're not there right now. So let's get on to the lock around the clock. But before I do, I want to explain something. You guys are usually used to seeing me wear an NFL jersey, most likely a Raiders jersey, because I am a Raider fan, and I still am a Raider fan, but I refuse to wear any silver and black as long as we look this bad on the field. Now, don't get me wrong, we had some help, and I will be honest with you, Raider Nation, you guys know this as well. There have been some egregious calls made in the NFL in this past week, starting on Thanksgiving Day with the one in the Houston-Detroit game that ultimately just screwed Detroit out of a win. Or at least, I mean, gave Houston 7 points on the board that they really didn't deserve. Also, I would like to say that it happened again, and I'm not doing this because I'm a Raider fan, but in that Cincinnati Raider game, there were two very strange calls. One, there was an invisible leg whipping that took place that nobody saw. The only one that saw it was a ref that probably had the Bengals that day. And then there was another one where the defensive back made a fumble, a play, a recovery. The ball never went out of bounds. The ball was picked up by a defensive back and run into the end zone for the Raiders for a touchdown with no whistle blown. It took 20 minutes to figure out, and you can see by the look on the ref's face when they came back to the huddle that, wow, we really screwed this one up. But they went ahead and lied to us and told us what they thought they saw anyway. And I'm telling you this because if you think back to week 3 when we had the call in Green Bay Seattle game with the replacement refs, the conversation did not stop from that game until the regular refs were brought back. It was all you saw on ESPN, on any kind of sports thing. It was just all about the bad calls. Why is that not happening now? Because the regular officials are there? Those calls were just as bad. And that's a beef that I have with the NFL. I have it with the refs. I mean, seriously, when you see a play 50 times within 20 minutes and you're watching it from every angle, the fans can see it, the people at home can see it, and most importantly, you under the cover can see it, how do you not make the right call? Please, guys, come on, get it right. And the other reason I'm saying that is because would have been 11-2 last week as opposed to 10-3. Just saying. Anyhow, let's get on to the lock around the clock because that's what you guys are here for. The 1 o'clock lock, we have the Colts visiting Detroit, going into the Silver Dome. And guess what? Detroit, newsflash, right? No good on defense, no good on special teams. Offense has been up and down. However, this could be the cure for them as opposed to going against the Houston Texans defense. They're going against the Indianapolis Colts defense, in which they should be able to get all kinds of plays and balls going into the end zone. And also, Andrew Luck and company should be able to, with T.Y. Hilton coming on, and Reggie Wayne, don't forget about him, look for the offense to keep putting up points for the Colts. The total in this game is 51. I look for it to go well over. Take the over in the 1 o'clock lock. Detroit and Indianapolis. Going down to the 4 o'clock lock. Yes, I'm going back to the Raiders. I know. Raiders in Cleveland. There's supposed to be tremendously horrible weather in Oakland tomorrow. Rain, winds, crazy. And we know that both of these teams don't have a very good offensive line, don't have very good protection for the quarterback, are not putting up a ton of points. Cleveland plays tremendous defense, and look for Richardson to run the ball tons tomorrow. Also look for Marcel Reese, who will be playing and carrying the bulk of the load because McFadden apparently and Goodson will not be playing any kind of a major role in this as they're coming back from high ankle sprains. If you don't believe me, go to the dictionary, look up injury. It'll say C. McFadden. But the total in this game is what we're going with. We're looking at the under. It's 38. I would be shocked if this is even a 14-10 game. Either way, we're going to go at the under in the 38 in the Oakland-Cleveland game at 4 o'clock. That's the 4 o'clock lock. On to the 8 o'clock lock. No, we're not going with that abortion of a game that'll probably be the Sunday night Cowboy-Philly game. We're going to go with the Monday night Giants-Redskins game. When the Giants go into FedEx Field, looking to deliver a message. And look for the Giants to play very well in this game. And as I always say, I'd rather take the Giants and Eli Manning on the road giving points than them at home giving points. They just seem to cover and they seem to play very well. They are road warriors. Not that Washington's bad. I think RG3 is a great quarterback. He's very exciting to watch. I'm thinking he's going to put up some points, but I don't see them outscoring the Giants in this game as their defensive backs in Washington, including D'Angelo Hall, are just not there. They're not that good. And Eli Manning got his rhythm back last week, as we saw against Green Bay. Look for him to continue that as they are pretty much healthy in this game. Other than Andre Brown, the running backs are healthy. The offensive line is healthy. Eli's healthy. The defense is healthy. They're all back. Look for the Giants to dominate and lay the 2.5 comfortably in this game. That is the 8 o'clock lock. Also, just so you're aware, I'm throwing this out there, 9-2 in the NBA. Check me out on Twitter at GenoT32. Until next week, take it to the book, take it to the bank, and as always, you take it easy.